All right. Well, and I'm sure now that I'm about to say something about it, I'm sure that's when it'll happen. But what I was going to say is I decided I'm going to stay in ATL for at least another month, possibly longer. Um, so what happened was I called the front desk asking about the rates, for a week or a month or whatever. She told me to, call the reservation line or whatever. And when I talked to the woman on the phone, I said, would it be the same booking online versus calling? And she said, well, when you call in, it's possible I could get you a reduced rate. So I talked it out with her, and this might have been what happened uh, when I was in St. Louis, and maybe I was I don't know, like I misremembered what they were talking about because I used to say that extended stay they have a 7+ day discount, 30+ days is further discounted, and then I thought they had a 60+ day discount. Um, but when I talked to her, what she said was, first of all, the rate she got me for the 1 month uh, would be less than what I was seeing on the website when I was going to book. So it was saying like 2,800 about for for what she got it. It's about 2,600. So okay, that's you know about 87 or about 86, $87 a night, which is better than 130 a night. But what she said was that after 30 days you stop paying taxes on the room. So the average, or she said the price for this one month would be 2,600, and then the price for next month would be like 2,100. So I'm actually going to see if I even did the math on that correct. And I'm about to get to that here in a second. Let's see here. Um, Trying to think. Okay. All right. So if the second month had no tax, if it was what she said, it'd be 78 a month. The thing is though, she said that, but whenever I got the email of what she booked, it says basically the price for this first month double, right? So I'm going to call her back here in a sec, or call the line back at least, and ask them to double check that just to make sure I'm not, you know, doing the math in my head wrong, or because the taxes are on a state level. So I mean, maybe it's booked for that amount, and just whenever I went in, it would, if I were going to stay the second month, it would, sort of like be, I don't know, the difference be made up there, when it happened, and it's just their system is kind of blind to that or something, or if maybe I misunderstood what she said or whatever. But either way, what she told me is the price that I was going to get for the first month, or well, not what she said, but either way, the price that she got me for this month is, how do I put it? The price she got me when I called is slightly less than I would have spent if I had booked it through the site. So I guess maybe if you call in, you I don't know, they do their little thing or whatever. I don't know, but it is less than I saw on the site, because the price I saw on the site that was while logged in, because if you make an account, it's a slightly even more reduced. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. But that's sort of above all else. Now there are less expensive places around me. So I could have got an even better price, but I already got shit in here. I don't feel like moving it out. I've seen, I saw a bug once or twice, and since yesterday I haven't seen nothing. So I mean, it's very clearly, I mean, there are some, but it's not like severe, like. So if I saw another one occasionally throughout this period, it would just be like, at that point it's equivalent to like when I was living with that bitch at the end of 2019, right? Where, I mean, yeah, that was like 700 something. So clearly a lot less than living in a hotel, especially by today's prices. But I don't know, for right now, I need to be away from everything. I need just some time to even think. And there's some shit that I can do while I'm here. I have to get some stuff together, and then I have some things that, some of my stuff I could sell off, probably make at least 3 times what I paid for it in the first place. It's kind of rare now, so I could potentially make back, the cost of the room. I wouldn't necessarily say while I'm here, but at least at some point in the future. And I got a decent amount of savings. I already double checked. Whatever I have to pay, my Chime card, you can load it from Walgreens, and there's one like literally, like 5 minutes away or whatever. So, that's another thing. I didn't have to pay the whole month up front. You can go down there once a week to pay it. So that's even better, right? So my main concern originally was whether or not I'd even have the what do you call it? The transaction limit or whatever to actually pay the whole thing, or this or that. But that totally takes that all away. And it would give me time. It's like, if I need to use a card for something else in the meantime, I could take cash, because most of my savings are in cash. I could take it, to a Walgreens or wherever, load it on my Chime account, and still be good. So that was the main thing. Having the now the total looks the same when they're like itinerary or whatever, based off of what she said after this. If I did stay the second month, it would average out to like less per night. But that first month, they don't average it across there, if that makes sense. So like, that was just mathematically in my head to think about. There were cheaper ones I could have gone to, but I don't want to move everything, and it's a crapshoot. I'm at least already familiar with this for the last few days. Trying to think. Yeah, so basically, here in a little while before checkout, I'll be heading down there, pay for this week, and then minimum I'm good for at least another 7 days, right? Oh, and that was another thing she said, like, since you pay it weekly, like if I stayed only 1 week and then I decide I want to cancel, after that, I would just get refunded back, whatever I didn't stay, or well, it would be canceled, but there would be no penalty, right? So I would have just paid for the week or whatever. So at least there's some like mitigating aspects or whatever. I don't know. I'll probably call back here in a sec though, just to double confirm what I see on the itinerary. But then, you know, before checkout, I'll just run down there and give them the thing. Oh yeah, that was another thing, and this was what I was wanting to know. So, because I had asked her, well, I got this room, but I'm like just paying every night. I wanted to stay longer and get the discount. But if I book online, if I book it, will I like have to get another room? And she said if you did it online, you'd probably have to check out and back in, and it wouldn't be guaranteed you get the other room or the same room. Whereas doing it the way she did it, it's basically for the next 2 months, it's already reserved to me, right? Now, if I cancel, it opens up again. But, also she said if I needed to, I could move to another room, right? So let's say bug issues, I want to at least try a different room. There'd be no penalty for that as long as it was the same like level of room, right? So yeah, YouTube's apparently upload limiting me now. So I'm gonna be slightly more sparse with the uploads, but I got a few more at least I'm gonna upload today. And this is just, and I had mentioned, I don't want to go out, be around anybody, this or that. That's just in reference to like just sort of life, society in general, right? The offer is still open. Anybody in the Atlanta area, and just sort of the surrounding area, right? I'm still open to meeting, meet and greet or, talk or whatever, including black pillars if they're not an anus, or if they're willing to apologize for the time they were an anus. I could be all right with that too. That's not a direct goal. I just wanted to get away from everything and go somewhere I'd been before. But that would be, if I got to meet some people or whatever, that'd be a little bonus, I guess, if everything were, affable. I want to not hang it up, but, stop the video and try to get it uploaded.